Madam Speaker, I move that Senate File 3560 be taken from the table.
Representative Winkler moves that Senate File 3560 be taken from the table. All those in favor, please say aye. Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. The clerk will report the bill.
Senate File number 3560, an act relating to human services, the second engrossment.
There's an amendment before we get there, Representative Moran, the member from Ramsey, to present your bill.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, Senate File 3560 represent the work done by the HHS Policy Committee this session in the areas of public health and health care. It includes provisions brought forward by both bodies and both parties, and it will help improve health outcomes for Minnesotans during the COVID-19 pandemic and beyond. I want to start by thanking the members of my committee for their unanimous support of this bill a couple of weeks ago now, as well as the partisan and nonpartisan staff who helped put it together. I also want to thank Senator Benson and her staff for working with my office on this bill with a spirit of cooperation. I will provide a walkthrough of the bill, and then I will be happy to stand for questions, as will the authors of the individual provisions. So beginning with Article 1, it changes statute administered by the Department of Health. It modernizes the state laws regarding the use of X-rays. It provides a clearer timeline for hospitals to furnish medical records to patients and insurers upon request. And it creates a 4-month delay for a law passed last year by Representative Cantrell regarding hospital billing transparency, which was requested by providers in response to COVID-19. A proposal carried by Representative Jordan was included that allows federal dollars from the Drinking Water Revolving Loan Fund to go towards replacing lead service lines on private property when a city is already using a program to replace the public water mains. This will ensure that lead is fully eliminated from the community water system when a project is approved for these loans. And I would like to thank Senator Marty for his assistance in keeping this important provision in the bill. The bill also makes a few changes to the state's medical cannabis program. It creates a statutory requirement for at least one unannounced inspection of each manufacturer's site. It clarifies eligibility for the program's discounted enrollment fees, and it sustains the requirement that each manufacturer establish 8 distribution sites, which would be more difficult to accomplish during this pandemic. Article 2 makes several temporary and permanent changes for licensed health professionals. The bill authorized pharmacists to prescribe hormonal contraception, nicotine replacement medication, the opiate antagonists like Edelson. It also permits pharmacists to administer vaccines for COVID-19 once they are developed, and allows them to dispense an interchangeable drug to a patient if a storage of their prescribed medication exists during a peacetime emergency. The law governing physician assistants are updated to require a practice agreement between a PA and a hospital or healthcare system where they work, rather than a delegation agreement with a specific physician. Language requested by mental health providers have been included to ensure that PAs only provide ongoing care for severe mental illness if they have appropriate training and consultation with a psychiatrist. The bill also includes a provision from Senator Matthew clarifying the scope of practice for licensed midwives by permitting them to order ultrasounds and lab tests on behalf of expecting mothers. Temporary allowances during the peacetime emergencies are granted to physical therapy assistants, podiatrists, and those who prescribe treatment for substance use disorders. In Article 3, it makes several technical changes to last year's opioid bill. It also allows MA recipients to participate in clinical trials. It makes a tribal ID a valid identification for participating in the new emergency insulin program, and ensures that urban American Indian women who participate in federally funded screening programs for cervical and breast cancers are eligible to receive treatment through medical assistance. Article 4 is a largely technical bill from Representative Edelson that updates references to advanced practice nurses, registered nurses, or the APRNs throughout state statutes. Madam Speaker, that is the bill. I am happy to stand for questions, and I ask members for your support. Thank you.
There's an amendment at the desk. The clerk will report the amendment.
Edelson moves to amend Senate File Number 3560. The second engrossment as follows. The amendment is coded A1.
Representative Edelson.
Madam Speaker and members, the A1 amendment states that age-related macular degeneration will not be added as a qualifying condition to the medical cannabis program beginning August of this year. Age-related macular degeneration was added late last year by the Health Commissioner. It is the leading cause of severe and permanent vision loss in people over 60. Researchers from Mayo, ophthalmologists, and ophthalmologists across the field have expressed concerns regarding the benefits of medical cannabis with age-related macular degeneration. They are concerned that patients may use medical cannabis instead of well-established treatments that are known to slow the progression of this disease. Commissioner Malcolm has said that she would be in agreement with the legislature taking this disease off the approved conditions list to further review the raised concerns. I would like to note that while the commissioner can approve conditions, procedurally, she cannot remove them after approval. However, the legislature can. We can do so by adopting this amendment today. I would also like to note that this amendment does not preclude the health commissioner from adding this condition later after additional medical review. I ask for your support on this amendment today.
There's an amendment to the amendment. The clerk will report the amendment to the amendment.
Garofalo moves to amend the Edelson amendment to Senate File Number 3560. The amendment to the amendment is coded A4.
Representative Garofalo.
Madam Speaker, my apologies. That amendment to the amendment was supposed to be withdrawn. I withdraw that amendment to the amendment.
Representative Garofalo withdraws his amendment to the amendment. Any discussion on the Edelson amendment?
Withdrawn.
Hearing none, all those in favor of the Edelson amendment, please say aye. Those opposed, please say no. The motion prevails. The amendment is adopted. There's an amendment at the desk. The clerk will report the amendment.
Garofalo moves to amend Senate File Number 3560, the second engrossment, as follows. The amendment is coded A2.
Representative Garofalo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and members. Even though this is a 20-page amendment, it's important that members realize that the vast majority of it is just restating existing statute. What this does, this is an amendment the House of Representatives adopted last year that reclassifies cannabis for state purposes as Schedule 2 versus Schedule 1. And again, this is something that the Chamber adopted last year on a voice vote, and I would ask for member support. Thank you.
There's an amendment to the amendment. The clerk will report the amendment.
Garofalo moves to amend his amendment to Senate File Number 3060. The amendment to the amendment is coded A5.
Representative Garofalo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And members, what this is currently under our medical cannabis program, the only forms of medicine that are allowed to be delivered are in liquid, pill, or vaporized use of the liquid. For those, this is commonly known as hash oil. So that is the purposes of putting this into law and was drafted were really not based in science nor addiction, nor really anything. I would say poor model for delivering patients the medicine they would need. A side effect of this is that it's made it very expensive for these individuals who need medical cannabis for pain relief and other qualified conditions. Madam Speaker, members, what my amendment to the amendment does is it scratches language that says, but which does not require the use of dried leaves or plant, and it allows for raw cannabis. Again, there's no changes to who is growing this. who qualifies for a prescription. It doesn't, everything is still done through a licensed doctor. There's absolutely no changes in terms of any of the qualifying issues. It just means that in order, when this person with a licensed medical doctor is given this medicine, that they can get it in a raw form as well. And so that is the amendment, and I would ask for members' support. Thank you.
Debate to the Garofalo amendment to the amendment. We are on the A5 Garofalo amendment to the amendment. Discussion. Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, I urge adoption of the Garofalo amendment to the amendment.
Seeing no further discussion of the Garofalo amendment to the amendment, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, say no. The motion prevails. The amendment is adopted. There's another amendment to the amendment, I think. But isn't there another one?
Howard moves to amend the Garofalo amendment to Senate File Number 3560. The amendment to the amendment is coded A3.
On the amendment to the amendment, Representative Howard, the A2 amendment. No, let's see, the A3 amendment to the A2 amendment. Representative Howard.
Madam Speaker, I withdraw the A3 amendment.
Representative Howard withdraws the A3 amendment. On the Garofalo amendment as amended. Discussion. Representative Garofalo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I would ask for your support of the amendment as amended.
Any discussion on the Garofalo amendment? Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, members, I urge adoption of the Garofalo A2.
Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker.
Representative Dowd.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd like to offer the A3 amendment to the A2 amendment, and I request a roll call.
Representative Dowd would like to offer the A3 amendment to the A2 amendment, and he would like a roll call. The Howard amendment. The pharmacist bill.
Doubt moves to amend the Garofalo amendment to Senate File Number 3560 as amended, and the amendment to the amendment is coded A3.
Representative Dowd, do you want Representative Howard to explain your amendment?
Sure.
Representative Howard, would you like to explain what the A3 amendment does?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. The A3 amendment is largely the contents of a bill that comes to us from the Board of Pharmacy that reschedules a handful of drugs, fentanyl analogs, and opioids that are dangerous, and would reschedule them as such.
Representative Dowd.
I would request a roll call on that as well.
Representative Dowd requests a roll call on the now Dowd amendment to the amendment. Are there 15 hands? Not seeing 15 hands in the chamber. Please email hands@house.mn from your official email address. And once we get to 15, we will declare that there's a roll call. There being 15 hands, there will be a roll call. Discussion to the amendment. Representative Dowd. Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, members, I would recommend a no vote on the Dowd motion. We have effectively a very good bill from Representative Howard that is a bipartisan bill that does several important things, which we are committed to passing, and the Senate agrees with it. That bill, however, should find a different path, because the Howard amendment as drafted not only adds the language that Representative Howard described to the bill, it also eliminates the provisions related to use of raw cannabis in the cannabis program. So if we adopted the Dowd amendment, we would be essentially eliminating the rescheduling provisions and the use of raw cannabis provisions that we've already adopted on the Garofalo amendment. So while the underlying substance of the Dowd amendment is good, and we will want to work to pass it this year, putting it on this bill at this time does take out the language related to raw cannabis and rescheduling. And so members who supported the motion for the Garofalo amendment and the Garofalo amendment to the amendment would want to vote no on this one.
Representative Garofalo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and members. And I rise in the most awkward of situations to tell members to agree with Representative Winkler on this one and disagree with Representative Dowd on this one. Strangely enough, even a broken clock is right twice a day, and Representative Winkler is correct on this one. So this would negate the support of the amendment to the amendment that we just adopted, and I would ask members to vote no on it. Thank you.
Representative Dowd.
Thank you, Madam Speaker and members. Representative Garofalo will speak later. Representative Winkler is right. If you want to have pot rescheduled, and if you want to have leaf marijuana used as for medicinal purposes here in Minnesota, you'll want to vote against this. If you do not want leaf marijuana used for medicinal purposes and all of the problems that will go along with that, you should vote in favor of this amendment. So please vote yes.
Any further discussion? Roll call having been requested, the clerk will take the roll on the Doubt amendment to the Garofalo amendment.
Acom.
No. Acom, no.
Acom, no. Albright.
Albright, no.
Albright, no. Anderson.
Anderson, aye.
Anderson, aye. Backer.
Backer, aye.
Backer, aye. Bonner.
Bonner, no.
Bonner, no. Barr. Barr, no. Baker. Baker, aye. Becker, Finn.
Becker Finn, no.
Becker, Finn, no. Bennett.
Bennett, no.
Bennett, no. Bernardi.
Bernardi, no.
Bernardi, no. Bierman.
Bierman, no.
Bierman, no. Bowl. Bow. Brand.
Brand, no.
Brand, no. Cantrell. Cantrell. Carlson, A.
Carlson, A, no.
Carlson, A, no. Carlson, L.
Carlson, L, no.
Carlson, L, no. Christensen.
Christensen, no.
Christensen, no. Claflin.
Claflin, no.
Claflin, no. Considine.
Considine, no.
Considine, no. Daniels. Daniels.
Daniels, yes.
Daniels, aye. Doubt. Doubt, aye. Davids. Davids, aye. Davney.
Dabney, no.
Davney, no. Dean.
Dean, no.
Dean, no. Damath. Damath, aye. Detmer.
Detmer, aye.
Detmer, aye. Drazkowski.
Witkowski, aye.
Drazkowski, aye. Eklund.
Eklund, no.
Eklund, no. Edelson.
Edelson, no.
Edelson, no. Elkins.
Elkins, no.
Elkins, no. Erickson.
Erickson, aye.
Erickson, aye. Fabian.
Fabian, aye.
Fabian, aye. Fisher.
Fisher, no.
Fisher, no. Franzen.
Franson, aye.
Franzen, aye. Freiberg.
Freiberg votes no.
Freiberg, no. Garofalo.
Garofalo, no.
Garofalo, no. Gomez.
Gomez, no.
Gomez, no. Green.
Green, aye.
Green, aye. Grossel.
Grossel, aye.
Grossel, aye. Grunhagen.
Grunehagen, aye.
Grunhagen, aye. Gunther.
Gunther, aye.
Gunther, aye. Haley.
Haley, aye.
Haley, aye. Halverson.
Halverson, no.
Halverson, no. Hamilton.
Hamilton, no.
Hamilton, no. Hanson.
Hanson, no.
Hanson, no. Hassan.
Hassan, no.
Hassan, no. Hausman.
Hausman, no.
Hausman, no. Heinrich.
Heinrich, aye.
Heinrich, aye. Heinzman.
Heisman, aye.
Heinzman, aye. Her.
Her, no.
Her, no. Hertos.
Hertos, aye.
Hertos, aye. Hornstein.
Hornstein, no.
Hornstein, no. Howard.
Howard, no.
Howard, no. Hewitt.
Hewitt, no.
Hewitt, no. Johnson. Johnson, aye. Jordan.
Jordan, no.
Jordan, no. Jurgens.
Jurgens, no.
Jurgens, no. Keel.
Keel, aye.
Keel, aye. Cleavorn.
Cleaborn, no.
Cleavorn, no. Cagle.
Cagle, no.
Cagle, no. Katiza Watun.
Katiza Watun, no.
Katiza Watun, no. Kosnick. Kosnick, aye. Kreshaw.
Grisha, aye.
Kreshaw, aye. Kunish Podine.
Kunish Podine, no.
Kunish Podine, no. Lehman.
Lehman, aye.
Lehman, aye. Lee. Lee, no. Lesh.
Lesh, no.
Lesh, no. Liebling.
Liebling, no.
Liebling, no. Lean.
Lean, no.
Lean, no. Lilly.
Lily, no.
Lilly, no. Lippert.
Lippert, no.
Lippert, no. Lislegard.
Lislegard, no.
Lislegard, no. Long.
Long, no.
Long, no. Lucero. Lucero. Lewick. Lewick, aye. Mahoney.
Mahoney, no.
Mahoney, no. Mann.
Man, no.
Mann, no. Mariani. Mariani, no. Marquardt.
Markward, aye.
Marquardt, aye. Mason.
Mason, no.
Mason, no. McDonald.
McDonald, yes.
McDonald, aye. Mecklin.
Mecklin, aye.
Mecklin, aye. Miller.
Miller, aye.
Miller, aye. Moeller.
Mueller, no.
Moeller, no. Moran.
Moran, no.
Moran, no. Morrison.
Morrison, no.
Morrison, no. Munson.
Munson, passed.
Munson, pass. Murphy.
Murphy, no.
Murphy, no. Nash. Nash, aye. Nelson, M.
Nelson, M, no.
Nelson, M, no. Nelson, N.
Nelson, N, aye.
Nelson, N, aye. New. New, aye. Nor.
Nor, aye.
Nor, aye. Nornis.
Nornis, aye.
Nornis, aye. Novotny.
Novotny, aye.
Novotny, aye. O'Driscoll.
O'Driscoll, aye.
O'Driscoll, aye. Olson.
Olson, no.
Olson, no. O'Neill.
O'Neill, aye.
O'Neill, aye. Pulowski.
Pulowski, no.
Pulowski, no. Purcell.
Purcell, no.
Purcell, no. Petersburg.
Petersburg, aye.
Petersburg, aye. Pearson.
Pearson, aye.
Pearson, aye. Pinto.
Pinto, no.
Pinto, no. Poppy.
Poppy, no.
Poppy, no. Poston.
Poston, aye.
Poston, aye. Pryor.
Pryor, no.
Pryor, no. Quam.
Quam, aye.
Quam, aye. Richardson. Richardson.
Richardson, no.
Richardson, no. Robbins.
Robbins, aye.
Robbins, aye. Runbeck. Runbeck. Runbeck, aye. Sandell.
Sandell, no.
Sandell, no. Sandsted.
Sandsted, no.
Sandsted, no. Sauk.
So, no.
Sauk, no. Schumacher.
Schumacher, aye.
Schumacher, aye. Schultz.
Schultz, no.
Schultz, no. Scott.
Scott, aye.
Scott, aye. Stevenson.
Stevenson, no.
Stevenson, no. Sundin.
Sundin, no.
Sundin, no. Swazinski.
Swazinski, aye.
Swazinski, aye. Tabke.
Tabke, no.
Tabke, no. Tice.
Tice, aye.
Tice, aye. Torkelson.
Torkelson, aye.
Torkelson, aye. Erdahl. Erdahl, aye. Vang.
Vang, no.
Vang, no. Vogel.
Vogel, aye.
Vogel, aye. Wagenius.
Wagenius, no.
Wagenius, no. Wozlowick.
Wazowick, no.
Wozlowick, no. West.
West, no.
West, no. Winkler. Winkler, no. Walgamot.
Walgamot, no.
Walgamot, no. Zhang J.
Zhong J, no.
Zhang J, no. Zhang T.
Zhong T, no.
Zhang T, no. Joachim.
Joachim, no.
Joachim, no. Speaker Hartman. Speaker Hartman, no. Bo.
Aye.
Bo, aye. Cantrell. Cantrell.
Cantrell, no.
Cantrell, no. Lucero.
Lucero, yes.
Lucero, aye. Munson.
Aye.
Munson.
Munson, aye.
Munson, aye. Noor.
No,
Noor.
no changes from aye to no.
Noor changes from aye to no.
There being 53 ayes and 81 nays, the motion does not prevail. The amendment to the amendment is not adopted. We are on the underlying Garofalo amendment. Discussion. Representative Doubt.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would ask members to vote against this amendment, and I would request a roll call.
Representative Doubt requests a roll call, and there are 15 hands, so there will be a roll call. Discussion to the Garofalo amendment as amended. Representative Winkler.
Madam Speaker, I join Representative Garofalo in urging a yes vote.
Representative Garofalo.
Yeah, I've talked too much today.
Any further discussion on the Garofalo amendment?
Not just today.
Hearing no further discussion to the Garofalo amendment, the clerk will take the roll.
Acom.
Acom, aye.
Acom, aye. Albright. Albright. Anderson.
Anderson, no.
Anderson, no. Backer.
Backer, no.
Backer, no. Bonner.
Bonner, aye.
Bonner. I didn't get that.
Bonner, aye.
Bonner, aye. Barr. Barr, aye. Baker. Baker, no. Becker, Finn.
Becker Finn, aye.
Becker, Finn, aye. Bennett.
Bennett, aye.
Bennett, aye. Bernardi.
Bernardi, aye.
Bernardi, aye. Bierman.
Bierman, aye.
Bierman, aye. Bow.
Bo, no.
Bow, no. Brand.
Brand, aye.
Brand, aye. Cantrell.
Cantrell, aye.
Cantrell, aye. Carlson, A.
Carlson, A, aye.
Carlson, A, aye. Carlson, L.
Carlson, L, aye.
Carlson, L, aye. Christensen.
Christensen, aye.
Christensen, aye. Claflin. Claflin.
aye.
Claflin.
Claflin, aye.
Claflin, aye. Considine.
Considine, aye.
Considine, aye. Daniels.
Daniels, no.
Daniels, no. Doubt. Doubt, no. Davids. Davids, no. Davney.
Pass.
Davney, pass. Dean.
Dean, aye.
Dean, aye. Damath. Damath, no. Detmer.
Detmer, no.
Detmer, no. Driscollowski.
Ruskowski, no.
Driscollowski, no. Eklund.
Eklund, aye.
Eklund, aye. Edelson.
Edelson, aye.
Edelson, aye. Elkins.
Elkins, aye.
Elkins, aye. Erickson.
Erickson, no.
Erickson, no. Fabian.
Fabian, no.
Fabian, no. Fisher.
Fisher, aye.
Fisher, aye. Franzen. Franzen.
Franson, no.
Franzen, no. Freiberg.
Freiberg votes yes.
Freiberg, aye. Garofalo.
Garofalo, aye.
Garofalo, aye. Gomez.
Gomez, aye.
Gomez, aye. Green.
Green, no.
Green, no. Grossel.
Grossel, no.
Grossel, no. Grunhagen.
Grunehagen, no.
Grunhagen, no. Gunther.
Gunther, no.
Gunther, no. Haley.
Haley, no.
Haley, no. Halverson.
Halverson, aye.
Halverson, aye. Hamilton.
Hamilton, aye.
Hamilton, aye. Hanson.
Hanson, aye.
Hanson, aye. Hassan.
Hassan, aye.
Hassan, aye. Hausman.
Hausman, aye.
Hausman, aye. Heinrich.
Heinrich, no.
Heinrich, no. Heinzman.
Heinzman, no.
Heinzman, no. Herr.
Her, aye.
Herr, aye. Hertos.
Hertos, no.
Hertos, no. Hornstein.
Hornstein, aye.
Hornstein, aye. Howard.
Howard, yes.
Howard, aye. Hewitt.
Hewitt, yes.
Hewitt, aye. Johnson. Johnson, no. Jordan.
Jordan, yes.
Jordan, aye. Jurgens.
Jurgens, aye.
Jurgens, aye. Keel.
Keel, no.
Keel, no. Cleavorn.
Seaborn, aye.
Cleavorn, aye. Cagle.
Kegel, aye.
Cagle, aye. Katiza Watun.
Katiza Watun, aye.
Katiza Watun, aye. Kosnick. Kosnick, no. Kreshaw.
Kreshaw, no.
Kreshaw, no. Kunish Podine.
Kunish Podine, aye.
Kunish Podine, aye. Lehman.
Lehman, no.
Lehman, no. Lee. Lee, aye. Lesh. Lesh.
Lesh, no.
Lesh, no. Liebling.
Liebling, aye.
Liebling, aye. Lean.
Lean, aye.
Lean, aye. Lilly.
Lily, aye.
Lilly, aye. Lippert.
Lippert, aye.
Lippert, aye. Lislegard.
Lislegard, aye.
Lislegard, aye. Long.
Long, aye.
Long, aye. Lucero.
Lucero, no.
Lucero, no. Lewick.
No. Lewick, no.
Lewick, no. Mahoney.
Mahoney, aye.
Mahoney, aye. Mann.
Man, aye.
Mann, aye. Mariani.
Mariani, aye.
Mariani, aye. Marquardt.
Marquardt, no.
Marquardt, no. Mason.
Mason, aye.
Mason, aye. McDonald.
McDonald, no.
McDonald, no. Mecklin.
Mecklin, nay.
Mecklin, no. Miller.
Miller, no.
Miller, no. Moeller.
Moeller, aye.
Moeller, aye. Moran.
Aye. Moran, aye.
Moran, aye. Morrison.
Morrison, aye.
Morrison, aye. Munson.
Munson, no.
Munson, no. Murphy.
Murphy, aye.
Murphy, aye. Nash. Nash, no. Nelson, M.
As much as it pains me, Nelson M. votes aye on the Garofalo amendment.
Nelson, M. Aye. Nelson, N.
Nelson M. no.
Nelson, N. No. New. New, no. Nor.
No, aye.
Nor, aye. Nornis.
Nornis, no.
Nornis, no. Novotny.
Novotny, no.
Novotny, no. O'Driscoll.
O'Driscoll, no.
O'Driscoll, no. Olson.
Olson, aye.
Olson, aye. O'Neill.
O'Neill, no.
O'Neill, no. Pulowski.
Pulowski, no.
Pulowski, no. Purcell.
Purcell, aye.
Purcell, aye. Petersburg.
Petersburg, no.
Petersburg, no. Pearson. Pearson.
Pearson, no.
Pearson, no. Pinto.
Pinto, aye.
Pinto, aye. Poppy.
Poppy, aye.
Poppy, aye. Poston.
Poston, no.
Poston, no. Pryor.
Pryor, aye.
Pryor, aye. Quam.
Guam, no.
Quam, no. Richardson.
Richardson, aye.
Richardson, aye. Robbins.
Robbins, no.
Robbins, no. Runbeck. Runbeck, no. Sandell.
Sandell, aye.
Sandell, aye. Sandsted.
Sandsted, aye.
Sandsted, aye. Sauk.
Sauk, aye.
Sauk, aye. Schumacher. Schumacher.
Schumacher,
Schumacher.
Schumacher, no.
Schumacher, no. Schultz.
Schultz, aye.
Schultz, aye. Scott.
Scott, no.
Scott, no. Stevenson.
Stevenson, aye.
Stevenson, aye. Sundin. Sundin.
Sundin, aye.
Sundin, aye. Swazinski.
Swazinski, no.
Swazinski, no. Tabke.
Tabke, aye.
Tabke, aye. Tice.
Tice, aye.
Tice, aye. Torkelson.
Torkelson, no.
Torkelson, no. Erdahl. Erdahl, no. Vang.
Fang, aye.
Vang, aye. Vogel.
Vogel, no.
Vogel, no. Wagenius.
Wagenius, aye.
Wagenius, aye. Wozlowick.
Wozlowick, aye.
Wozlowick, aye. West.
West, aye.
West, aye. Winkler. Winkler, aye. Wolgamott.
Wolgamott, aye.
Wolgamott, aye. Zhang Jie.
Xiong J, aye.
Zhang Jie, aye. Zhang Ti.
Young T, aye.
Zhang Ti, aye. Joachim.
Joachim, aye.
Joachim, aye. Speaker Hortman. Speaker Hortman, aye. Albright.
Albright, no.
Albright, no. Davney.
Abney, aye.
Davney, aye.
Dabney, aye.
Lesh.
No to aye.
Lesh changes from no to aye. Bo.
Bo changes to aye.
Bo changes from no to aye.
There being 81 ayes and 53 nays, the motion prevails. The amendment is adopted. There are no further amendments at the desk. The clerk will give the bill its third reading.
Third reading, Senate File Number 3560, as amended.
Third reading as amended. Discussion to the bill. Representative Dowd.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'd recommend a no vote.
Representative Moran, to your bill.
Well, Madam Chair and members, this is a really, really good bill. It includes provisions brought forth by both bodies and both parties, and it will help improve health outcomes for Minnesotans during the COVID-19 pandemic and beyond. And because of that, I'm asking members for your support and a yes vote of Senate File 3560. Thank you.
There being no further discussion, we will wait until the clerk's desk is ready.
Ready? Acom.
There being no further discussion, the clerk will take the roll on Senate File 3560 as amended, Representative Moran's bill.
Acom.
Acom, aye.
Acom, aye. Albright.
Albright, no.
Albright, no. Anderson.
Anderson, no.
Anderson, no. Backer.
Backer, no.
Backer, no. Bonner.
Bonner, aye.
Bonner, aye. Barr. Barr, no. Baker. Baker, no. Becker, Finn.
Becker, Finn, aye.
Becker, Finn, aye. Bennett.
Bennett, no.
Bennett, no. Bernardi.
Aye.
Bernardi, aye. Bierman.
Bernardi, aye.
Bierman.
Bierman, aye.
Bierman, aye. Bow.
Bo, no.
Bow, no. Brand.
Brand, aye.
Brand, aye. Cantrell.
Cantrell, aye.
Cantrell, aye. Carlson, A.
Carlson, A, aye.
Carlson, A, aye. Carlson, L.
Carlson, L, aye.
Carlson, L, aye. Christensen.
Christensen, aye.
Christensen, aye. Claflin.
Claflin, aye.
Claflin, aye. Considine.
Considine, aye.
Considine, aye. Daniels.
Daniels, no.
Daniels, no. Doubt. Doubt, no. Davids. Davids, no. Davney.
Aye.
Davney, aye. Dean.
Dean, aye.
Dean, aye. Damath. Damath, no. Detmer.
Detmer, no.
Detmer, no. Drazkowski.
Wiskowski, no.
Drazkowski, no. Eklund.
Eklund, aye.
Eklund, aye. Edelson.
Edelson, aye.
Edelson, aye. Elkins.
Elkins, aye.
Elkins, aye. Erickson.
Erickson, no.
Erickson, no. Fabian.
Fabian, no.
Fabian, no. Fisher.
Fisher, aye.
Fisher, aye. Franzen.
Franson, no.
Franzen, no. Freiberg.
Freiberg votes yes.
Freiberg, aye. Garofalo.
Garofalo, aye.
Garofalo, aye. Gomez.
Gomez, aye.
Gomez, aye. Green.
Green, no.
Green, no. Grossel.
Grossel, no.
Grossel, no. Gruenhagen.
Gruenhagen, no.
Gruenhagen, no. Gunther.
Gunther, no.
Gunther, no. Haley.
Haley, no.
Haley, no. Halverson.
Halverson, aye.
Halverson, aye. Hamilton.
Hamilton, aye.
Hamilton, aye. Hanson.
Hanson, aye.
Hanson, aye. Hassan.
Hassan, aye.
Hassan, aye. Hausman.
Houseman, aye.
Hausman, aye. Heinrich.
Heinrich, no.
Heinrich, no. Heinzman.
Heinzman, no.
Heinzman, no. Herr.
Aye.
Her, aye. Hertos.
Hertos, no.
Hertos, no. Hornstein.
Hornstein, aye.
Hornstein, aye. Howard.
Howard, aye.
Howard, aye. Hewitt.
Hewitt, aye.
Hewitt, aye. Johnson. Johnson, no. Jordan.
Jordan, aye.
Jordan, aye. Jurgens.
Jurgens, aye.
Jurgens, aye. Keel.
Keel, no.
Keel, no. Cleavorn.
Cleavorn, aye.
Cleavorn, aye. Cagle.
Cagle, aye.
Cagle, aye. Katiza Wattoon.
Katiza Wattoon, aye.
Katiza Wattoon, aye. Kosnick. Kosnick, no. Creshaw.
Creshaw, no.
Creshaw, no. Kunish Podine.
Kunish Podine, aye.
Kunish Podine, aye. Lehman.
Lehman, no.
Lehman, no. Lee. Lee, aye. Lesh.
Lesh, aye.
Lesh, aye. Liebling.
Liebling, aye.
Liebling, aye. Lean.
Lean, aye.
Lean, aye. Lilly.
Lily, aye.
Lilly, aye. Lippert.
Lippert, aye.
Lippert, aye. Listlegard.
Listlegard, aye.
Listlegard, aye. Long.
Long, aye.
Long, aye. Lucero.
Lucero, no.
Lucero, no. Lewick.
Lewick, no.
Lewick, no. Mahoney.
Mahoney, aye.
Mahoney, aye. Mann.
Man, aye.
Mann, aye. Mariani.
Mariani, aye.
Mariani, aye. Markwart.
Markwart, aye.
Markwart, aye. Mason.
Mason, aye.
Mason, aye. McDonald.
McDonald, no.
McDonald, no. Mecklin. Mecklin.
Mecklen, no.
Mecklin, no. Miller.
Miller, no.
Miller, no. Moeller.
Moeller, aye.
Moeller, aye. Moran.
Moran, aye.
Moran, aye. Morrison.
Morrison, aye.
Morrison, aye. Munson.
Munson, no.
Munson, no. Murphy.
Murphy, aye.
Murphy, aye. Nash. Nash, no. Nelson, M.
Nelson, M, aye.
Nelson, M, aye. Nelson, N.
Nelson, N, no.
Nelson, N, no. New. New, no. Nor.
Nor, aye.
Nor, aye. Nornis.
Nornis, no.
Nornis, no. Novotny.
Novotny, no.
Novotny, no. O'Driscoll.
O'Driscoll, no.
O'Driscoll, no. Olson.
Olson, aye.
Olson, aye. O'Neill.
O'Neill, no.
O'Neill, no. Pulowski.
Pulowski, aye.
Pulowski, aye. Purcell.
Purcell, aye.
Purcell, aye. Petersburg.
Petersburg, no.
Petersburg, no. Pearson.
Pearson, no.
Pearson, no. Pinto.
Pinto, aye.
Pinto, aye. Poppy.
Poppy, aye.
Poppy, aye. Poston.
Poston, no.
Poston, no. Pryor.
Pryor, aye.
Pryor, aye. Quam.
Quam, no.
Quam, no. Richardson.
Richardson, aye.
Richardson, aye. Robbins.
Robbins, no.
Robbins, no. Runbeck. Runbeck, no. Sandell.
Sandell, aye.
Sandell, aye. Sandsted.
Sandsted, aye.
Sandsted, aye. Sauk.
Salk, aye.
Sauk, aye. Schumacher.
Schumacher, no.
Schumacher, no. Schultz.
Schultz, aye.
Schultz, aye. Scott.
Scott, no.
Scott, no. Stevenson.
Stevenson, aye.
Stevenson, aye. Sundin.
Sundin, aye.
Sundin, aye. Swazinski.
Buzinski, no.
Swazinski, no. Tabke.
Tabke, aye.
Tabke, aye. Tice.
Tice, aye.
Tice, aye. Torkelson.
Torkelson, no.
Torkelson, no. Erdahl. Erdahl, no. Vang.
Vang, aye.
Vang, aye. Vogel.
Vogel, no.
Vogel, no. Wagenius.
Wagenius, aye.
Wagenius, aye. Wozlowick.
Wazlowick, aye.
Wozlowick, aye. West.
West, aye.
West, aye. Winkler. Winkler, aye. Wolgamott.
Wolgamott, aye.
Wolgamott, aye. Zhang Jie.
Zhang Jie, aye.
Zhang Jie, aye. Zhang Ti.
Young T, aye.
Zhang Ti, aye. Joachim.
Joachim, aye.
Joachim, aye. Speaker Hortman. Speaker Hortman, aye.
There being 80 ayes and 54 nays, the bill is passed as amended and its title agreed to.